Have you ever had a day ruined by a single interaction? A rude comment from a stranger, a passive-aggressive email from a colleague, or a thoughtless remark from a friend? We all have. In those moments, it feels like our inner peace is a fragile thing, easily shattered by the words and actions of others. We get angry, we get frustrated, we get hurt, and we carry that negativity with us for the rest of the day, sometimes even longer. Before we embark on this journey to reclaim our tranquility, I invite you to join our community of modern students of Stoicism by subscribing to Stoic Reflections and liking this video. You signal your own commitment to the path of wisdom and help others who are searching find these timeless teachings. Now, what if I told you there's a way to build an unshakable mind, a way to cultivate an inner citadel of peace that no one, no matter how difficult, can breach? This isn't a modern self-help trick. It's a timeless philosophy that has been practiced for over 2,000 years by some of greatest minds, from emperors to slaves. It's called Stoicism, and in this video, we're going to explore the Stoic art of dealing with difficult people. We'll delve into the profound wisdom of philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, and uncover practical strategies that you can apply in your daily life to find tranquility in a chaotic world. So, if you're ready to stop letting others control your emotions and start living a more peaceful, resilient, and virtuous life, then stay with me. The first and most fundamental principle of Stoicism is what's known as the dichotomy of control. It's a simple but profound idea that can revolutionize the way you see the world. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who was born a slave and rose to become one of the most respected teachers of his time, put it this way: some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are body, property, reputation, office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing. Think about that for a moment. What another person says to you, what they think of you, how they choose to act. These things are not within your control. You can't force someone to be polite, to be reasonable, or to see things from your perspective. But what you can control is how you choose to respond. Your judgments, your actions, these are all within your power. This is the key to building what the Stoics called an inner citadel, a fortress of peace and tranquility within your own mind that no external event can penetrate. When you're faced with a difficult person, the first step is to recognize what is and isn't in your control. You can't control their rudeness, but you can control your response to it. You can choose not to let their negativity infect your own mind. You can choose to remain calm, to be patient, and to act with virtue, regardless of how they behave. This isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about understanding where they come from. The Stoics believed that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. It's not the rude comment that makes you angry. It's your judgment that the comment is offensive and that the person who made it has wronged you. But what if you chose a different judgment? What if you chose to see the comment as a reflection of the other person's own ignorance and unhappiness, rather than as a personal attack on you? This is the power of the dichotomy of control. It allows you to take back your power from external events and to find peace and freedom within you and your own mind. When we're in the heat of the moment, dealing with a difficult person, it's easy to get caught up in our own emotions. We feel wronged, we feel angry, we feel hurt. Our world shrinks down to this single, negative interaction. But the Stoics had a powerful exercise for breaking out of this narrow perspective. They called it the view from above, or sympatheia. Imagine yourself floating up, out of your body, and looking down on the situation from a great height. See yourself and the other person, two tiny figures in a vast and sprawling world. See your city, your country, the internet. See the immense sweep of human history, the rise and fall of empires, the countless generations that have come and gone. From this vantage point, how important does this one single interaction seem? How much does this one person's opinion of you really matter in the grand scheme of things? This is what Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, meant when he wrote, "Think of the whole universe of matter and how small your share. Think about the expanse of time and how brief, almost momentary, your part. Think of the workings of fate and your small role in it." The view from above isn't about belittling your own problems. It's about putting them into perspective. It's about recognizing that this one difficult person, this one unpleasant interaction, is just a tiny speck in the vastness of the cosmos. When you practice the view from above, you start to see that the other person isn't really about you. It's about them. It's a product of their own experiences, their own beliefs, their own struggles. They are, as Marcus Aurelius said, meddling, arrogant, jealous, and surly, because they can't tell good from evil. And when you see this, something amazing happens. Your anger starts to fade, replaced by a sense of pity, or at least of understanding. You realize that this person isn't your enemy. They're just another human being, struggling through life, just like you. It's a natural human tendency to wish things were different. We wish that people were nicer, that we didn't have to deal with so many frustrations, annoyances. But the Stoics had a different approach. They called it Amor, Fati, a Latin phrase that means love of one's fate. Amor Fati is the practice of not just accepting reality, but embracing it. It's the understanding that everything that happens, both good, bad, is a part of the natural order of the universe, and that our task is to not just tolerate it, but to love it. This includes the existence of difficult people. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Is a world without shameless people possible? Then don't ask the impossible. There have to be shameless people in the world. This is one of them." This might sound like a pessimistic or defeatist attitude, but it's actually the opposite. It's a source of immense strength and freedom. When you stop wishing that people were different, you stop being a victim of their behavior. You stop letting their actions control your emotions. You accept that difficult people are a part of life, just like bad weather or traffic jams, and you learn to deal with them with the same sense of calm and acceptance. This doesn't mean that you have difficult people, or that you have to condone their behavior. It just means that you have to accept that they exist, and that you have to deal with them. When you practice Amor Fati, you start to see every challenge, every obstacle, every difficult person as an opportunity to practice virtue, an opportunity to practice patience, to practice kindness, to practice self-control. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the very thing that is blocking your path becomes the path itself. The difficult person isn't an obstacle to your peace and happiness. They're an opportunity to cultivate it. When someone is rude to us, our natural instinct is to be rude back. We want to fight fire with fire. We want to give them a taste of their own medicine. But the Stoics had a different strategy. They believed that the best way to deal with rudeness is with kindness. Marcus Aurelius put it this way: "What can the most aggressive man do to you if you continue to be kind to him? Kindness is invincible if it is sincere, not fawning or pretense." This is a radical idea. It goes against everything we're taught about standing up for ourselves and not letting people walk all over us. But the Stoics understood that true strength isn't about winning every argument or putting every difficult person in their place. It's about maintaining your own character and virtue, no matter what. When you respond with kindness, you're not being weak. You're being strong. You're showing that you're in control of your own emotions, and that you're not going to let someone else's negativity bring you down to their level. You're also showing them a better way. You're showing them that it's possible to be kind and respectful, even when you're faced with rudeness and hostility. This doesn't mean that you have to be a doormat. It doesn't mean that you have to tolerate abuse or let people take advantage of you. The Stoics were big believers in setting boundaries and standing up for what's right. But they believed that you should do it with kindness and compassion, not with anger and resentment. As Seneca wrote, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. When you choose to be kind in the face of rudeness, you're not just winning the battle, you're winning the war. You're preserving your own peace of mind, and you're making the world a slightly better place. The teachings of Stoicism are not a magic bullet. They won't make difficult people disappear from your life. But they will give you the tools you need to deal with grace, with wisdom, and with courage. So, the next time you're faced with a difficult person, remember the lessons of the Stoics. Remember the dichotomy of control. Focus on what you can control, your own thoughts and actions, and let go of what you can't. Remember the view from above. Take a step back, see the bigger picture, and don't let a single negative interaction ruin your day. Remember Amor, Fati. Embrace reality, accept that difficult people are a part of life, and see every challenge as an opportunity to practice virtue. And remember the power of kindness. Respond to rudeness with compassion, and don't let anyone else's negativity poison your own soul. If you can do these things, you will have built an unshakable mind. You will have cultivated an inner citadel of peace that no one can breach. And you will have discovered the secret to a truly tranquil and resilient life. If you have found value in these reflections, I encourage you to subscribe to Stoic Reflections and like this video. Your support helps us continue to share this ancient wisdom with all who seek it. May you walk the path of virtue and find tranquility in all that you do.